murder.
Hi! I'm a big fan of play acting murder.
That was great.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is PSVR GAMESCAST Live, where we film live every Tuesday afternoon at noon.
What?
Tuesday after. It's not really afternoon if it's noon. Although
Well, it's afternoon now.
We're never on time, so I guess afternoon is always accurate. My name's Brian Paul. That's Desra, and then far right over there, very, very Republican, is Jeremy King.
Let's not start with the politics right off the bat.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm registered independent.
Are you registered independent?
Yeah, I go either way.
Three hottest guys in
We've
VR.
heard that about you. I have heard that.
So from Jace, it's the three hottest guys in VR gaming.
Hey!
That's a pretty low bar, so thanks.
In VR gaming.
It is pretty warm in here.
Is Nathy not hot?
Nathy's hotter than us.
Nathy's younger than us, so he automatically gets a push. Jeremy doesn't know who Nathy is. I just saw that look on your face, and I was like, this guy has no idea who Nathy is.
He's the most popular guy in VR. Yeah.
In VR?
In VR gaming.
The most popular guy in my
but
dreams.
But PC and like he's
got that market corner.
He's more inclusive than us.
Yeah.
We're very exclusive
because he can afford the PCs that can run it.
Thank you for joining us.
Remember those days, Des, before kids, when you can like constantly upgrade your rig, like every graphics card?
I remember those days because you had to.
Yeah, I used to love it.
Yeah, we just got kind of breaking time stream. We just referenced that like
tomorrow we reference something.
Yeah.
Well, can we do a timeout?
Yeah.
Coco, what did you just spend $124.95 on the PlayStation Network?
Bunch of games.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know a ton of VR games came out today. Did you buy all of them? If so, yay.
Hey.
Oh, don't buy. I hope you didn't buy Gungrave. Watch the review.
I watched that review last night.
Holy crap!
Wow,
Johnny
right
Mentology right off the bat. Thank you so much, dude. He writes. Oh crap! I just lost
the festive spirit is strong in me lately. Great to see you live as always.
Man,
live.
€5. That's like $1,000 in American money, isn't it?
Oh, good. I can buy pizza this week. Excellent. Man, I moved the whole setup so I could actually do what I need to do, and now I don't have space for anything because we have this table. Remember the small table we used to record at? Jeremy, remember? Right? And even when you started, we had the small pub table.
Yeah.
And eventually we graduated to the small white table.
We did.
And then I remember somebody after we got this table was like, you guys need a bigger table. And I was like, this is literally the biggest table that fits in this room. We don't have any more space in this. You guys can actually see, no, not this wall, but you can see that wall.
Yeah.
Jeppy Condoyle, he spent it on Marvel's DLC.
Fuck yeah. If there was Marvel's DLC, I would have bought that.
$120 special Marvel's DLC.
A year and a half ago.
They get green hats instead of brown.
Vitruvius deserves all of your money.
Yeah, Nick Mulo. It's rough when you trade in stuff like that and realize you can get one current game, which is not even a full price retail game, for all of that stuff.
I got to say something.
Yeah.
Speaking of current games and trading in games, and so I had mentioned in my Gungrave review that I was like, why does this game suck so much? I love Gungrave, right? And so what I did was I literally went through all of these bins and stuff. That my place is always a mess, but like especially a mess right now because I'm pulling wires out, I'm pulling consoles out, I'm pulling like cables and power supplies, and I'm like trying to push. I'm like, what? I don't even know how to connect things anymore, especially to an HD TV.
Yeah,
you know, I've got like an HDMI connector for my PlayStation 2, so that I can plug it in and like. So anyway, so I'm playing Gungrave last night on my PlayStation 2, right? So I can review the current Gungrave properly.
Gotcha.
Right? So I can have a frame of reference. I'm like, oh, was it? And I'm loving the original Gungrave so much that I stop everything I'm doing for the next 3 hours. And I'm just pulling PlayStation 2 games off the wall, being like, this is fantastic. I miss old video games.
I know. It's dangerous road to go down.
Once you get a console hooked up, you're like, well, I don't know the next time I'm going to have this hooked up. I better play everything.
Yeah, where's Okaji? You know, you just grab all these other ones and you play and you're like, this is as good as I remember. And then you want to go to another one.
Did you say, was that Okaji the Shadow King?
Yeah.
I love that game.
Yeah, it was a great game.
I think you and I are the only two people that like that.
Might have been the only two that ever played it.
It looked like a Nightmare Before Christmas game.
And that's a movie I've never seen, believe it or not.
Michelle is angry at you.
Yeah, I'm a little miffed myself. That's a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
You want to hit him for her?
No. I want to encourage people to try new things, not punish them for not doing it.
Yeah, right. How fucking dare you?
All right. All right, guys. So this is PSVR GamesCast Live. This is what we do. I want to warn everybody, I haven't slept in days.
All right.
If you've seen all the content going up on the channel, I've been putting 2 videos up every single day since Sunday.
Yep.
I promised myself, because I kind of took a few days off last week, that I was coming back with a vengeance. This is my vengeance.
Just in time to crash for next week.
You say just in time?
Just
Incorporated?
In time. Yes. Ah, fantastic game.
PSVR. Why we love PSVR?
Yes. Yeah, we covered that one.
Wait, did we?
I think so.
I don't think we did. I think you reviewed the game.
I don't know if you
So-
guys covered that
I get
one.
them all
I
so.
don't think so.
We
messed up.
discussed it quite a bit, Well,
Yeah.
not quite a bit, but a little bit here.
Durant Van. I'm assuming Durant Van Wisconsin, WI. That's all I can assume that Durant
Yes.
Van WI is. He goes, "Did you break out Silent Hill 2?" And I have to say, no, I didn't. But I didn't because in favor of Fatal Frame 1.
Ooh.
And Fatal Frame 1, man, stands the test of time. Unlike Siren. Siren does not stand the test of time. I tried.
No.
There's too many menus.
Oh.
I mean, it's one of those games where if you sink 10 hours into it, you're like, oh, I know what I'm doing. Click, 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 click.
Yeah.
But instead, you're using like this antiquated control scheme, and you're cycling through like 7 menus to use a key and a lock. And I'm like, what? What? This isn't scary. This is like fucking awful.
Oh, maybe that's what's scary about it. Is like just the dread of actually having to deal with the menus.
That's sort of it, yeah.
And then reading the writing on the older games, now it's like,
Oh, yeah.
wait, what does that say? It's so blurred and like fat and like distorted.
Yeah.
Is it JD's birthday? JD Max, the game cat? Wow.
I think-
Happy late
birthday.
B-Day.
Oh
at
shit! It was
JD
yesterday.
Max.
Oh.
Hey,
I'm
happy
pretty
late
sure it was yesterday.
birthday.
He and I were texting on like Friday or Saturday or something, and I was like, I got to remember this.
Yeah.
I don't. I haven't
How,
slept. I don't.
yeah,
know
how old
anything.
is he? Mr. Game Cat says 56.
I have no idea how old anyone is.
We've asked this. This is another
that's
dangerous
right.
road because everybody will start spitting out birth dates, and we're like, "Oh my God, you're that old?"
Metcat says just in time is only $5.50 right now.
Oh, buy it.
Is there an
Wow.
amazing? Is there like an amazing sale going on in the PlayStation Store right
So
now?
while you're looking that up, I want to throw
looking
this
it
in.
up,
Since
yeah.
we're talking about old PS games and all that, Defiant Renegade has a question. Hey, Cass, what are your thoughts on the PS1 Classic and being able to hack it with any game? I saw the headlines on this.
I saw John Riggs do it.
Yeah, is it a pretty easy?
And I think it's pretty easy. Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic.
What was it?
So there's basically
You know the PlayStation 1 Classic Edition,
Yes.
right? It comes with
The one
20
that everybody's
preloaded
all
games.
upset about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so here's the thing: you plug in a USB keyboard, right, to the USB slot, and at any point you hit Escape, and it literally brings up the emulator menu.
yeah.
And so
so you
everyone's
load
like,
any
oh,
ROMs you want.
everyone's like, oh, all of these games are in PAL, and so they're running at the wrong speed. Well, you can just change it,
Yep.
real quick, and then you can add all the games you want.
They're already. Oh.
Yeah, you basically get like full. I don't know if it's full root access, but it's pretty much whatever you want to do with that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Wow.
That
That is.
I'm checking out the PlayStation Store right now. I just saw the here we go, PlayStation VR games. Apparently, Motor Racer 4 is on sale. That's the only.
Yeah, PS4 77 just confirmed. Just in time incorporated, $449.
Wow.
Holy
If
crap!
you've got Plus.
There are a lot of deals going on, and for some reason they didn't show up on the deals. 80% off 100-foot robot golf, 40% off 18 floors. Get it while you can. The DLC's coming
18
soon.
floors.
Also 50% off Along Together. That's Jay Dow's favorite PlayStation VR game after Perfect. Oh, dude, 70%.
I'll hurt you, J-Dow.
70% off Arizona Sunshine. This is what I'm always talking about.
Wow.
Arizona Sunshine, not a good deal at $40, but at $11.99.
Wow.
Yeah, that's...
Fucking pick it up,
Yeah.
right? Absolutely.
That's not bad value.
No.
Good stuff. We'll go through all the sales later on.
Sure.
But guys, a little bit of housekeeping while we get the show started here. Make sure you head on over to our community, PlayStation PSVR Without Parole Game Cats on your PlayStation 4. Join us over there. Make sure Dr. Doom's been around a little bit more often, although he bought an Oculus Go, and he calls me all the time telling me how great it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, I think you're on the wrong phone call there, sir. I love Dr. Doom, but I'm like, dude, get back on your PlayStation VR. Who else is over there? JD's a moderator over
JD,
there.
yep.
Yeah.
Justin Sadowski, aka J Dow, aka Meow Dow, aka J Meow. He's a moderator. and then of course we have Metcat.
Yay.
That
Hey.
we're all a little bit scared of.
The moderator
But
who most needs
somehow-
moderating.
A little bit curious about.
Let's see. I wonder, do our names correct? Let's see. It's Jeremy, Brian. You're not Brian. Oh, I'm not Michelle.
And you're not Michelle.
No, okay. Names are wrong as
Oh,
always.
the names at the bottom.
What are you gonna do?
You're right, though. So
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as Jeremy's right, I'll leave him up.
I'm just
Yeah.
at Desra. So there you go. Pretty
Yeah.
easy.
Pretty easy.
The easy RH.
One of these days I'll fix it. Actually, I got to find out. I got to remember who animated all this stuff for us and fix it.
So I got the weirdest thing on Twitter. Like someone,
The weirdest thing?
yeah, well, basically, like I don't know, a week or two ago, I said, hey, if you follow me on Twitter, I'll follow you right back. My Facebook is my personal stuff. And there's this guy who like tried messaging, didn't friend me, didn't follow me, and just tried messaging me.
Okay.
And it wasn't spam. It was a legit question about a game. And it's like, well, you just friend me. I don't know. It was just very strange. I don't know. That's really not a story, but
It's all right. I tell everyone all the time I accept all friend requests and stuff on the PlayStation Network, and but I don't really have time to play games with anyone. So the invitations roll in constantly, being like, "Hey, you want to play Firewall? Hey, you want to play this? Hey, you want to play that?" And
I would love to.
It's not that I mind the invitations. It's that I feel so bad when I have to say no all the time.
Right.
So I'm constantly. If you see me online, I'm constantly doing something for the channel. So I apologize.
that can't be true.
Wipeout Omega Collection, $5.99 if you have PS Plus.
Buy it now.
Holy
So
shit!
This explains why Coco spent $125.
Yeah.
Because he bought the whole store apparently.
Wow.
All
And-
right, so forget Just in Time, forget Arizona Sunshine. If you don't have Wipeout already,
Yeah,
that's-
without a doubt.
yeah.
And you get 2 games, because you get the normal game of it, correct?
Oh, yeah,
And
absolutely.
the VR.
Right. Yep.
Reth the Mad Game Cat, he asked about the free experience Crow. And he wanted to know, has anyone tried it?
Did we talk about
And
that
you
last
did
week?
last week? Yeah, you watched it. It was the little movie.
No, I haven't watched it.
Oh, wait, no, that's...
I generally skip everything that's free because I'm like I have to review stuff that people pay for.
Yeah, no,
And-
I was thinking of that
it's free.
movie thingy with
It's free.
Oprah.
Download it. That's Crow.
That is
Crow the Legend.
Yeah.
Download it. It's
like
free.
a
It's
movie.
supposed to be awesome. Polish Paul loves it, but of course he likes fucking Vroom Kaboom. So I don't know what to tell you.
Texas John wants to know if you want to play Firewall.
Schwinia.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I mean, Texatron and I probably spent about 3 hours playing Firewall like 3 weeks ago.
All right, so we're just going to cut the live cast short, and we're going to go play Firewall.
All right. Although I will say, when I'm laying in bed and I can't sleep, just randomly expect a message from me. Like anybody. I'm saying like literally anybody. If I see you online and I see you playing a game I want to play, like J-Dow and I have spent like probably 6 hours over the last 2 weeks playing Firewall.
So Red Leaf Retrocast, he asked, what was the PlayStation community again?
Jeremy.
Well, you know the little crossbar. Go on over on your PlayStation crossbar menu to Communities page and type in... you don't have to type in much anymore, right?
I mean,
Without Parole, it will pop up.
PSVR.
Yeah.
Without Parole.
You have to do it all?
Game Cats.
Oh.
And now be aware, y'all, that there's a Without Parole old community. And if you go to a community, you see like 40 people there. That's the wrong one.
Yeah.
Ours has
There's an old... Really?
like an OG one that I couldn't change. Like and I don't have access to anymore because I don't know which profile I signed in with, and I don't have the password. And Sony's like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "I don't know who I am." So that's how I pretty much deal with daily life. What?
Ace...
Oh, you can skip Radical G for $6.
Eistvogel? Eistvogel? How do you pronounce that?
Eistvogel.
Eistvogel.
Sure.
By the way, I bought my son a PS4 for Christmas. His PlayStation ID is his first name plus the Game Cat.
Fantastic.
Hey.
Okay.
Thank you. Don't let him speak.
The problem,
to
of
any
course,
us.
being is that still you can't change your names on the PlayStation Network, so it's not something you can. Yeah. But hey, that's fantastic. That's like getting a tattoo. Of Without Parole. If you change it, right?
Oh, right. I just missed the significance of that. Yes.
So
Because I'm thinking like we don't know your son's first name.
That's
Why do we?
pure commitment
because it's
right
the
there.
Game Cat.
Yeah.
wow.
Well,
So shout
I
out
didn't even do
to
that.
Ives Fogel.
hey, Red Leaf, thank you for
Son.
joining
All right.
the community.
All right, guys, let's get the show on the
Yeah,
road,
let's
man.
do
We
it.
could talk to the chat all day long.
Yep.
And we probably will. But let's talk a little bit about the games that came out last week.
Bum, bum, bum.
So
Last week.
Last week, let's see. One of the games that came out last week was this little game called Arca's Path
Arca's Path.
VR.
Man, oh man, I thought you guys were being super harsh on that.
Yeah, what did you think?
Wow, you were totally right.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, I've got a little more of an ear for like electronic music, I think, than you do, and just unlistenable.
The music didn't work for you either.
No.
Because the music I didn't enjoy, but
Yeah.
I can be like, okay, well, maybe there's something out there for somebody. But the gameplay, game, if I could deal with the music if the gameplay was okay, and the gameplay bored the living fuck out of me.
Yeah, I was expecting, like, I played the first couple levels, like, okay, this is intentionally slow because they're teaching me how to use the mechanic,
Yep.
but there's probably going to be some clever puzzles coming up, and no, they did not come up.
No.
Unless, like, going up a slightly steeper angle than normal is considered a puzzle?
No. No. And I mean, the problem with the puzzles is that if there's a block to be moved, you have to move the block.
Yeah.
If there's a switch to be hit, you have to hit the switch.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, do I move this block or do I hit this switch?
Yeah.
Right.
The answer is always yes.
Yeah.
You run into it, you're done.
I mean, it looks really neat. It's got neat art design.
No, I don't even think so.
You don't? Okay.
Like if they were gonna go for this tearaway look,
Yeah.
people are like, why is there so much pop up? And I can see that like it looks like it looks like this isn't intentional. It looks like there's just fucking pop up everywhere.
Really?
And they should have, if they wanted to do this whole tearaway thing where the world unfolds around you,
Right.
they should have leaned more heavily into it. But
Okay.
as it is, it looks like pop up half the time.
Really?
All right.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
So, assuming I have a friend who doesn't know what pop-up means,
No, everybody knows what pop-up means. It means your console isn't powerful enough.
Yeah.
okay,
A little bit of pop-up on this game too, on the OG PS4.
Yeah.
A little bit of pop-up, a little bit of fog, but man, oh man, it doesn't matter which console you have. Rush VR,
it's a rush.
it's a rush, and man, if you can get some friends together online,
Yeah.
it is so much fun to play this
Yeah.
game online.
And I want to say, like it says in the trailer, there are 4 huge environments. It kind of sounds like they're trying to make a lot out of nothing, but those 4 environments are really huge and expansive.
I mean, they managed to put
Yeah.
20 courses in each environment.
Yeah.
but
And
they
they're
feel
different enough.
Yeah, they do. They feel very different. So
And they really mix it up with like the weather and the time
Yeah.
of day, and so everyone does feel different.
Yeah.
And I love flying through caves and stuff, man. It feels good.
yeah, we've seen games that kind of half-assed, like, oh, we have 4 different levels, when it's really, 4, but no, these are.
Yeah.
It's-
It's like,
yeah.
play the level frontwards, play it backwards. There's 2. You know.
Oh,
It's,
Bloody Bobby's leaving already. All right.
hey, we'll see you, Bloody Bobby. That was a
5
quick
minutes are
one.
up.
It's 5 minutes up already?
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I didn't even get a hug.
Hey, and
Snuggle.
Jace has a Metroid Prime tattoo. Good. At least it was a good game to get a tattoo of. But what is it? Is it Samus? Is it
as
like-
long as it's not like Metroid Prime 2 Echoes
Yeah.
tattoo.
Yeah, right.
As long as it's the first one, you're golden.
Yeah.
That game's never going to be bad.
I know it'll never happen, but man, Metroid Prime in VR.
Metroid Pie sounds
Prime.
delicious.
Sorry,
Honestly,
Prime.
you say it'll never happen, but I
Yeah.
really think that when Nintendo see, the thing with Nintendo is that they've always delved into 3D.
Yeah.
The 3DS,
Yeah.
the Virtual Boy, they've always wanted to do
Trying.
virtual reality.
Yeah.
And so I think like very, very possible next generation, they're totally gonna dive into VR in Metroid Prime, along with like a ton of their other games. But Metroid Prime seems to be the game.
It would be
man,
perfect.
it'd be
It's already there.
unbelievable.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
already there, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Incredible.
I was more
yeah.
speaking like on the
Hey,
PSVR
Joystick
because
Guru,
I'm not going
thank
to
you.
buy. the
Joystick
Nintendo
Guru, you are awesome.
Whoa.
Thank you so much. Meow,
Yes.
meow, meow. You can always be tardy as long as you show up.
one. Well, you give us $2.
Right? Yeah. Show up with your $2.
Right? Are we the teachers and that's his apple?
Oh, he's got the morph ball. Good. That's kind of what I was picturing.
Nice.
Above your tailbone? Where is it? Around your belly button? But anyways, I feel like if Nintendo, when and hopefully if they come out with their own VR kind of a thing,
Super Monkey Ball.
I feel like they'll fucking nail it. I
I
don't
wanna-
know why. I just think it would be
Oh,
incredible.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they take their time.
Yeah.
Right? They don't half-ass anything.
Yeah.
Except
Besides
the
the
Wii
Wii.
U.
The
I was
Wii
gonna
U was
say, like,
The
terrible.
Wii
yeah.
was fine.
The Wii was okay. I wasn't the biggest fan, but yeah, the Wii U was trash.
Well, I feel like the Wii U was like, we have the idea for the Switch, we can't make it happen, so we're gonna
Just do
give
this.
you this.
Like
Yeah.
the Switch Point 5 or the Wii U. The
Exactly.
Wii Point
Yeah.
5.
It's like we got to get some hardware out there. We have all these great ideas. Let's just kludge this together and get it out there.
Yeah.
I think that's the one time, like you're saying, they do take their time. This is the one time where they didn't. It's
Yeah.
like we're
That's true.
behind. Because that's the thing. Like everyone's like, oh, I
Oh,
get
he's
to
got
walk
his
around with
wrist.
this Nintendo tablet. Like, no, you don't. You get to sit there with this huge controller. Is what you got.
Yeah, that bulky ass, and they made it sound great. We don't even need to talk about it.
Moving on, last week we also got this game rated teen. T for teen, tobacco, language.
It's a Sony
Well,
game.
Trebuchet presents. This is Prison Boss, and I did a live stream of this, and I actually had a lot of fun with it. I will say this is Job Simulator with purpose.
Okay.
It gives you a bunch of things to craft, and it's a lot of fun. But I got to say that during the live stream, which I think took an hour and a half, maybe it's definitely less than 2 hours, I got to the second of the fourth prison. And I was already kind of like burnt out on it. I was like, okay, this was fun. I'm like, but it didn't rope me in the way I wanted it to. I didn't really care about learning like all the new things to craft and all that.
Yeah.
It's a fun game, but man, I think once you get to level 2, it's like you better be patient.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like I don't know, maybe it's the popularity of Minecraft. A lot. People are starting to use crafting as a mechanic just to pad gameplay rather than being a fun thing to do in and of itself.
The crafting in this is actually pretty fun.
Okay.
And I saw that, I want to say Joe Monahan, aka Head Roadie, he was over there in the community saying, man, the graphics aren't so hot, the tracking's not so hot, nothing about this game is so hot. He's like, but I can't stop playing it. So I don't know if I'm in the minority or he's in the minority, but two very different opinions on the same game. I'm just glad that people are enjoying it because it is quality. It just didn't rope me in the way I wanted to.
It's not tickling your fancy, so to speak.
It tickled me, but then I got bored of the feather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
See
go.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like not sleeping. Not sleeping's fun. All right, what else we got, guys? Last week we also had...
Whoa, Lethal Weasel. I'm sorry.
What's up? Talk to me.
I just broke my head. You can play Metroid Prime with Dolphin VR emulator. It works great, and you can use your PSVR.
Wow.
Lethal Weasel. Desra@gmail.com is my email. I want you to shoot me a link or some kind of details. I don't know what any of those terms mean, and I desperately want to know. So
How powerful is your PC?
Not great. Okay.
Because I think to do a GameCube emulator and then to do it
you've
in
got to
VR,
do the PSVR on the... Okay.
and then on top of that, I think you're running Trinius on top of that, or something else.
I've looked into that. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. I do know what that is, and that's not going to happen this
I'll
week.
let you borrow my laptop. I think this could probably run it. All right. Last week we also got... kind of VR, kind of not VR. It was obviously we all love Persona. Persona's amazing. Persona dancing, less people love, but still an awesome sub classification, subgenre.
Right.
No, what the fuck am I talking about?
Here's the things you like and another thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I wish this was actual dancing. I wish this was like DDR, right?
Yeah, instead of button mashing, time pressed, God of War stuff.
Yeah. And I had to make the unfortunate decision to pick this up from my Vita instead of my PSVR because I was like, I am still knee deep in Vita collecting, so I was like, you know what, I'll import this from Japan for my Vita.
I feel like there's like one guy that's ready to pull the plug on Vita, but every month he's like, God damn it, somebody bought another game.
I cannot believe how many Vita games are coming out on a weekly basis.
It's insane, I know, right?
I don't understand.
It's kind of like a UMD. They kept coming out, even though it's like, really, they're still going with these.
Well, I think it was like Sony said, "Oh, we're not going to be supporting this anymore," and there were all these developers. Oh crap, we had this thing in the pipeline. Shove it out there now.
I think that might be it because the little proprietary format, the little cartridges, Sony's not producing them anymore after this year.
Or the little micro SDs or whatever they're on.
Whatever they're called, yeah. So everyone's pushing their game out, I guess. All right, so obviously Persona, not a full game, but the dressing room mode or whatever, it's a thing. We don't really care too much.
Yeah.
If you like Persona 5 so much that you like Persona 5 on everything, look in your. If you have a Persona 5 wallet, probably game is for you.
Yeah.
This is one we didn't even have a trailer for last week because Force Field, the developers, didn't even have a trailer. So this is Picture Party VR. I have not downloaded it. I have not played it.
You have to have friends.
I have I have an issue with that, but I take a bigger issue with the fact that you draw with your head.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Whose brilliant idea is this? Wait, are you actually drawing with your head, or are you drawing with your DualShock?
No, you draw with your head.
I don't understand this.
Yeah.
I don't understand why, if you've got a DualShock in your hand, or if you have a Move controller in the room, why can't I draw?
So I think what's happening is like we want to make a VR game that everyone can play, but people are scared of all these buttons, so let's make games that you can only use your head for.
Is that how Arca's Path came to be?
Well, I think Arca's Path was deliberately an inclusionary...
Like an accessibility
kind of issue.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for. So I'm going to give them a pass, but they weren't like, oh, we want to make a game for they wanted to make a game for everyone.
Okay.
This is, I think, it's the holiday time. You're going to have Green Aunt Bertha in the living room, and she's going to be scared of all these buttons, so...
Let's make her move her neck.
Right.
In many ways.
Wait, are you trying to tell me that Aunt Bertha does not want to play Beat Saber?
Hell yeah, everyone wants to play Beat Saber.
Aunt Bertha won't use her hands.
Des nailed that one, LOL.
You're
welcome.
What was it, Picture Pages? Was
Picture Perfect? No, Picture
No,
Party.
Picture Pages.
Yes.
Oh.
Time to grab your
that was
pens
Bill
and your
Cosby.
pencil. I know. See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh, wow.
He's
Now everything's
fucking-
ruined.
Yeah.
Everything is...
Everything. I can never have dinner with the Huxtables anymore. It's all different. When he says he's
Huxtables
got to
aren't
go
real.
downstairs because he got a call on his phone with a woman
Are
down
you
there.
trying to tell me that you can't watch Fat Albert?
Well, I couldn't watch Fallout anyways.
And his voice, I know, it's strange. And the gang, remember the one that...
Oh, Pocket Monkey nailed it.
What?
Also, head drawing means you can port it easily to mobile VR. Boom. Yes.
Well, it did say exclusively on PlayStation VR, so maybe temporarily.
A month or two.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then let's move on.
Mikey doesn't like the name Bertha. I'm not a fan of the name Bertha either.
I mean,
or after Bertha, any of the Berthas.
What about Bertha? Like, does anybody care what she thinks of her name?
Yeah. She probably don't like it either.
I'm a big fan of
You don't think so? Do you think there's any skinny Berthas out there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a rarity, but probably.
Wait, is Bertha a nickname?
I don't know.
Is it like Elizabetha?
Well, like Jack. I mean, God's sakes, we discussed this. I think I was 34 when I learned Jack was just a nickname for John. It blew my mind.
I guess I was 39 when I learned that.
Right? Isn't that
fucked up? No, but I know people named Jack, and it's not a nickname.
Jack, yeah. Like Dick is Richard. God's sakes, where did that come about?
I don't know.
Right?
Craziness.
I know.
How about Peggy and Margaret?
If this is your first time watching PSVR GAMESCAST live, this is more what we do than talk about games.
Yeah. We just had like a good 10 minutes of game.
I'm just letting them know.
Wait,
what
Peggy
to
is an
from
abbreviation for Margaret? Is
Yep.
that what you're saying?
Yep.
I thought Maggie was the Margaret, and that was it.
Also
now I'm
Maggie.
totally lost.
Wow, Peggy.
Yep. Apparently, everyone named Margaret will do anything other than call themselves Margaret.
Also, last week we got. Now they can hear us.
Hey.
There we go. I brought us back to life on the fly too. Craziness.
Electronauts, $7.99.
PSVR Pros. Oh yeah.
Electronaut $7.99. That's a good deal, man.
Hey, you're right. Hey, Doom's around. You're right.
We're reading out
36
a
likes.
username.
What?
Are we buying people now?
Well, it's just Electronaut $7.99. Sounds like a username, doesn't it?
Oh, sure. There you go.
So Hood Games, I've been well, basically, he said he wanted to play Wipeout with any of us. So, yeah, I think we kind of referred to that a little bit earlier. We would love to play games with all y'all, but the schedule is difficult. So,
and that was Guns and Stories Bulletproof. Unfortunately, I've not gotten around to playing that one yet. I got the review key a little bit too late, and I was busy with lots of other games. So within the next couple of days, expect a review for Guns and Stories Bulletproof. I've seen a lot of people playing it. I watched Danish Gaming play it. I watched Dave Station play it. I've watched I think Gamertag play it. I watched everybody play Guns and Stories, and I will say it looks like fun, even though I've heard some mild complaints.
yeah, well,
I think Dylan Gladstone said that once he played it, what in the fuck is going on here? I have two microphones going at the same time. This can't be right.
Hello.
There we go. He said he had to turn the difficulty down, and it was a lot more fun. So I'm very curious to see how difficult it really is.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
All right. So guys, that was how many games was that? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games that came out last week. Now the thing is,
thanks, Wolfie. Can't
my
stop.
gosh.
We'll watch it back later.
Can't stop, won't stop.
And
Wolfie
then
Smith, the game
Mako
cover, thank you
XL,
so much.
thank you. He gave us an apple and some California money.
Which is way better than the cat he keeps trying to give me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mako, thank you so much for some
maybe
Canadian cash. And
buried the
Wolfie
cat.
Smith, thank you for the
Grew an apple tree
the
on top
quids.
of it.
So Coco and a few other people have mentioned the fact there's very little out about Borderlands 2
Yeah.
right
Yeah?
now.
Why is that?
Well, they're saying that all there is really pretty much the trailer. There's no like early. I guess they're saying there's no early access stuff or anything like that.
So like you've played it before, but this will just be in VR.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically saying, was there an embargo or something? Which is the weird thing is like if there was an embargo, we couldn't tell you that there was an embargo.
That's not true.
Oh, we can.
Frequently there are embargoes, and then less frequently there are embargoes on the embargo.
Really?
Okay.
So you can't sometimes say there's an.
Sometimes you can't say anything about. You can't say when the embargo is lifting. You can't say. I'll tell you right now. I don't have an embargo because I don't have the game.
Yeah.
In fact, I reached out to 2K, and their customer service was really nice, telling me who to get in touch with.
Yeah.
But those people, the upper level 2K people, have not yet responded to me. So I don't have the game yet. Here are my, since we're on the topic now. Here are my Borderlands plans.
Okay.
If I get the game ahead of time, I'm going to try my damnedest, depending on how early I get it, to have a review ready for launch.
Okay.
If I don't, and it goes live at midnight on Thursday night, midnight, aka Friday morning, we're doing a 6-hour live stream.
Ooh.
Okay?
All right.
Because that gives me enough time to play it,
Yep.
get some sleep, and then go work at the restaurant. I tried to get rid of that shift. I couldn't get rid of it. I have to work all weekend at the restaurant. So I can't do a 12-hour stream like I wanted to, but I can do a 6-hour stream and get some sleep and then go to work.
Nice.
So that's the plan.
As a coworker, we appreciate that.
We will certainly see what happens. Yeah, one of these days I'm just not going to show up anymore because I don't like
We
waiting
just
tables.
got $199 quid from Chris of Yick.
Chris of Yick.
Chris of Yick, more importantly, Chris of Yick, GameCat.
Yes.
Guys, why, how come all these people haven't changed their name to GameCat yet?
I don't know.
What is going on?
The question is, any news on baby hands coming to PSVR soon?
Not news so much as it's still coming.
Okay.
That's especially with a lot of these small developers and stuff. You know, I think they always say, "Oh yeah, we're working on it," and then like they have no idea what they're in for when it comes to not only actually porting their game over to PlayStation VR, but then dealing with Sony certification on top of that. I actually very strange. I was watching videos of baby hands like last week, and it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The downside is that I was watching like Jacksepticeye play it, and it was like I had to turn the sound down because the dude was screaming the whole time. Who is, besides the whole world, who is his audience?
Everybody else.
Yeah.
Other
Other than me, like I just don't. When people scream on YouTube, like I immediately go, who else can I watch?
But that's like the style now. Although he's probably one of the people who set that style.
Yeah, probably him and PewDiePie. Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
PewDiePie. I always thought this PewDiePie was a female for some reason. Like YouTube person.
Nope.
I didn't know it was. I don't know.
I was talking to my daughter the other day. She's like, "Yeah, I never thought. I always thought it'd be fun to know a famous YouTuber, but now my dad's one." I'm like, maybe to a very small subsection of a small subsection of subsection.
Right.
Possibly.
My kids have no clue still.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So what did we say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 PlayStation VR games last week.
Awesome.
Wow.
And that is a pretty incredible week. Like that's you get weeks where you don't even get that many new PS4 games.
No.
Like standard. But this week I want to say we got 1, 2, 3,
Yes,
4,
JD.
5, 6, 7. It's another stellar week for PlayStation VR. Guys, are you ready to go through these?
So for those people who are still saying that PSVR is a dead console or dead medium, no, it's better than ever. So
it is. It's better than ever. It's more popular than ever. I know there was somebody who asked. I forget who you were. I'm sorry. I was going to include him in viewer takeover, but I was like, I don't know. Somebody was asking, how the channel's done since like the Black Friday sales.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, I really thought it was Beat Saber that was driving up our subscriber base. And but I took a look at the analytics for the last month.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, it had very little to do with Beat Saber
Really?
at all.
Okay.
It had almost everything to do with Black Friday, and I can tell you why.
Yeah.
Is because we got like 200 new subscribers just on a 3-month-old top 20 list.
wow.
So these are new PlayStation VR gamers looking at old top 20 lists to see what they should buy.
So for clarification, on the analytics, you can see someone watched this video and then subscribed.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Okay.
It breaks it down.
I know how old they are. I know what gender they are. I know if their name is.
If they're left or right-handed.
Yeah, absolutely. So I can see what video they were watching when they subscribed, and more than anything else was that top 20 list from September.
Okay.
Before Astrobot was even out.
Yeah.
It's craziness.
But that's a new viewer, a new purchaser kind of thing to watch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like I just got this thing. What game should I buy?
Yep.
Boom. Without
Nice.
problem. But Beat Saber was good. Beat Saber was good for us, but man,
Yeah.
Black Friday, I don't think PlayStation VR has ever been more popular than it is
Well,
right now.
those are crazy deals. And then
The
now
deal-
with the
yeah, they're
Borderlands
nuts.
Beat Saber one coming, is that out now? That
I want to say like this Friday.
Yeah.
I want to say the 14th, but I don't have.
can you
that
pre-order it?
information.
Do we think? Or no? Okay.
Oh yeah, no, you could because I think they already had it for pre-order on Best Buy's website.
Right.
You said it wasn't available in the store yet.
Yeah, I went to our local Best Buy, which actually isn't really the best indicator because it is attached to a dead mall.
Oh, the Greendale one?
Yeah, I went to the Greendale one.
Wait,
when was this?
Millbury's better than that.
Well, I just went and did some Christmas shopping, and I happened to meet my doctor's office is like right there now.
Yeah.
So like, let's pop into Best Buy, and I was like, I want to see what kind of representation PSVR has at a typical Best Buy, and I came to work complaining like, wow, there is like nothing. There's one old bundle that just has like the camera, the Move controllers, and the PSVR for like $350. I'm like, man, they are not representing any of the new bundles there.
Yeah.
But then like just now I'm realizing, oh, that Best Buy is like there might as well be tumbleweeds rolling through because the rest of them all is
Ocean
empty.
State job lots. In a sense.
That is closing.
All of them?
That's how bad Greendale Mall is.
Oh my god!
The Ocean State job lot that's there.
No, the big
is
lots.
closing.
They're big lots.
Sorry, big lots. Yes.
They're out of there, huh?
Nobody cares.
No.
I know you guys can answer this real quick. That's why I'm going to interrupt
Chris
this.
of Yick.
Yeah, Chris of Yick Gamecast says, Jeremy/Dez, do you let your kids use the PlayStation VR? If so, what games?
All right, you want to go first?
Sure.
Your children are older.
Yeah, I do stick with the manufacturer's recommendations in general. They really don't have unfettered access to it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally, I will let them play for very short periods of time. When Beat Saber came out, I basically let them both play like one song each.
Just so they know, how old are your children?
12 and gonna be 10 very, very shortly.
Yeah.
So and basically for me, it's like it's two things. One, the headset, the console, and all that. It's something that is like for the channel, and I really don't want it to be like a thing that you guys can kick around. And two, I'm gonna play it safe. Like I know the manufacturer's warning is mostly because nobody knows anything.
Yeah.
But as much as I would love to share this experience with my kids, I really, if there is anything that's going to mess them up, I just don't want to take that chance.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm not making a judgment. If you let your kids play, that's your call.
Yeah.
But I'm playing it safe.
I'm with Des on that. I'm just playing it safe. They've never used it. Mine are younger, 7 and just turned 10 Friday, actually. So no, they've never used it.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, they don't know this exists either.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so I just all the same reasons. I just wait. They don't have data. Anything I can to not corrupt their eyesight and brain. If even it does have an effect, I'm not gonna take a chance. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
And just before we dive back into the games that are coming out, Nick Mulo, the Game Cat.
Hey.
Right, Brian, how crazy did the average subscriber age jump when the channel switched to PlayStation VR?
Did it jump up or jump down?
So here's the thing. No one really watched before we went
Nobody
to
watched.
PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
So it went from non-existent to 40.
I think, our numbers were like, I think last year this time we were just hitting 10,000. The year before that, I think we were just hitting 1,000.
Yeah.
So the year before that was
100.
The people who were on the show.
Yeah,
watched it.
yeah. We didn't even watch it.
So that's the thing. It was like we really like the topics that we always discuss were pretty much retro games. Like that was like a majority of our focus. So we're still talking about like our
new games were lame at that point. There wasn't nothing much.
No, I mean nothing great. I mean obviously like there was good
couple of games.
Yeah, but so we were talking basically to our age demographic already.
Yeah.
And in PlayStation VR, again, is our age demographic. Yeah. So I think it's sort of a coincidence that like there wasn't much of an age jump. It's still between like I want to say between like 25 and 50.
Yeah.
But if you want to like really narrow it down, it's like about 40. I think is the average watcher of the channel.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and we get all demographics. I mean, we get 10-year-olds watching the channel.
Yeah.
And we got 7-year-olds watching the channel.
Yeah.
But you focus down.
Thanks, Mikey. Feel a little better because every once in a while I feel like, man, why I'm just because I look at all the popular YouTubers and they all got like 20 years younger than us and is it just an old sad thing? But it's like no, actually it's a community of other people like me too. So yay.
Jace, you're not practically dead. He's 43 nearly, so he's 42. So
does Jace know how old we are?
I don't know. I'll be 41 in another 3 months now. February.
I am 41.
You're 41?
Yes.
I'm no longer the oldest on the show.
I'm still the baby.
It's Des.
But I'm 39.
Cerebral Frost. For the kiddos, it just jumped. There is a potential issue with aversion accommodation reflex having a conflict in VR for younger folks. Interesting.
Wait, where's that?
Just rolled up the top there. Oh. Yeah, that's my hunch. I mean, I just think there is something to be said for like, your brain is still developing and learning how to resolve 3D stereo images and things like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's just there's no knowledge.
That's the thing, right? Like we're not trying to say it's good or it's bad. I'm not sure if anyone's saying it's good, but we're not scientists. We haven't done any research.
Yeah.
We just like playing video games. We're not the authority on who should be doing what.
Right.
Leave that up to the researchers.
Yeah. You ask us what we do, that's what we do.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, and I don't want my youngest daughter.
Your kids don't even care about video games.
Not well.
Right?
No, I mean they don't. There's some kid games on the console, and they will jump on and play it. I remember, like, just like the beginning of the summer, the end of the winter. That was like the of last year was the first time I let them actually play some games.
Yeah. I just love this. Broken Hand, the game cat.
Yeah,
75.
I saw that. Yeah, that's awesome.
Broken Hand 75.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
That is really, really cool.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that the game cats.
Yeah.
Like all these people have game cat at the end of their name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they come from like they're all different races, all
jerk.
different genders, all different ages. It's unbelievable, and we have the greatest fucking community on the face of the planet. So thank you guys.
Unless you mean the OptiGrab.
Yeah. You guys mind if we move
talk about
on
games?
and talk about games?
Yes.
All right. I am just only because there's so many this week.
I know.
So fucking many.
All right. So let's talk about one of my favorites of recent memory. This is Red Matter. I could only find an Oculus trailer.
I really wanted to.
This is really good.
I want to play this.
It's really cool.
So basically, you walk around, and what I love about it is that your character looks like he's holding two Move controllers.
Yeah.
And actually, this is the Oculus one, and so the controllers look different. They made it look like Move controllers in the PlayStation version, and so it just adds to the immersion. You're walking around, your left hand, you can switch between a flashlight, a claw, and this thing that scans everything. And Des and I were just talking about on our Farpoint episode on yesterday, about how Farpoint didn't go far enough with the scanning, how we wanted more Metroid Prime in that game.
Yeah.
In this, I scanned everything.
That was like a thing in Metroid. I couldn't stop. It's like, I didn't scan that? What the fuck? Like I had to scan everything.
Yeah.
Well, it's the in-environment storytelling. That's what Farpoint was missing. That's what this, there's a story, there's a plot going on, and you can get more or less of it depending on how much you pick up.
Like Metroid, obviously barely any dialogue in the games, and it had an eerie feeling to it. Just scanning and reading about what it was and what it did, and you know what I'm saying. Like, I liked it.
I don't want anyone to be confused either. Like if you didn't watch my review, like this is not a Metroid Prime style game.
No, not at all.
This is more of an escape room style puzzle game than anything else. But what I will say about that is that somehow it feels more organic than most escape room games.
Yes.
Very frequently you're in an escape room and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like these things don't connect at all. Like who designed this room?
Someone scrawled a blue 4 on the wall and there's a green S over there.
Are you talking about the door?
Maybe
the door. Yeah. Who crossed out all these numbers on the back of a photograph?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. Except this one. You know what I mean?
But
Yeah,
it's also neat if you're a fan of kind of like alternate history sort of games too. It's like a really well considered alternate history universe where kind of the Cold War continued on, or it's very cool.
It's very cool. I'm a big fan, and I got to say, hats off to Vertical Robot, the developers, because when I was reviewing the game, I was in contact with them, and they're like, "Hey, we've heard a lot of complaints about this, and this.
Yeah.
Do you have any complaints you'd like to add?" And I was like, "Oh, I also have a complaint about this." And they were like, "Okay, cool. Well, we're considering that too." And so basically, they said to me while I was doing my review, all of your concerns, everything you don't like about the game is being addressed right now, and we will have a patch out by the time the game launches. And in my head, I was like, you have no idea what you're fucking talking about. I know that there are games out there that promised patches months ago that are still not out.
Yeah.
And to their fucking credit,
they delivered. Yeah.
Big time.
It's out. Was it this morning or yesterday?
The game came out this morning, and the patch came out last night.
Yeah.
I was like, so, I mean, it was already out in European
crazy.
territories.
Right.
But they nailed it.
Yep.
They did everything right. And
insane.
And even there was like this pricing discrepancy that was happening before it came out, and they even got it at the price they wanted. I mean, everything about Red Matter is great.
And I think it was Viewer Takeover last week. Someone was like, "Oh, you think these developers are just holding back smooth turning until launch just so they can say they worked out?" No, they did this. They're like, "Hey, we're sorry we don't have it out. We're going to cram and get it out."
Yeah, they listened to every single person that played the game, and basically were like, well, if you guys don't like this, we're just going to fix all of it.
Now, in your review, one thing you're talking about is that they did fix moving. You're a little quicker, right?
Moves a little quicker now.
Now, you threw something in the game, and it didn't look natural the way it was.
Because you're not on Earth.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Did that have to do with just it being a little too slow or slight less
It's a
gravity?
low gravity.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole
on
thing.
Was it Io? You're on one of the moons of Saturn.
Yeah.
So it's just a low gravity
All
environment.
right, that's what I was not sure of.
No, that's not the game being broken. That's the game being true to. Yeah.
Anyway, highly recommended. $25. The only downside is going to be that depending on your puzzle solving acumen, 3 to 4 hours.
That could last me
years.
A year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The game looked great. I really, as soon as I saw it, I was like, God damn. I think that one I might be picking.
I think
up,
I'm a big fan of puzzlers. I don't think the puzzles are particularly like crazy challenging, but I think you're right. They fit. They make sense in the universe. It's not just like some.
I have to ask how far you've gotten.
Not as far as I should have.
Okay.
Let's say that.
Okay. Because there were a couple where I was like, where you sometimes in these style of games, you struggle and you struggle and you struggle, and then you beat it and you go, how the fuck did I not see the solution like an hour ago?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so like the fact I pretty much sailed through in 3 hours and 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
And I was doing, so I was like, I've got so many games to review this week.
Yeah.
I was like, I just need to push and push and push until I figure out the puzzle. And I feel like if I just kind of kicked back a little bit and relaxed, that I could have really seen solutions faster.
That can happen in those puzzle games. You get so stressed about solving the puzzle, it's kind of like you can't see the forest for the trees.
I've been corrected. I was totally wrong. It was Rhea, a moon of Saturn.
Rhea is absolutely right.
Rhea. Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's a
you know what happened?
I was corrected. It's not Russian that things are translated from. It's Bulgarian.
Yeah.
So sorry.
So I love the Game Cats. There's a profession out there to answer any question we might have in here. Even the 0.8 seconds I was saying, like just throwing a fucking number out about the eyes. That dude last week, he fucking had stats about the eyes and how it worked, and it was like, wow, nice.
How not to play? You can totally play Doom VFR with the aim controller.
Yep.
It's full locomotion with the option to teleport when you need to.
Watch tomorrow's viewer takeover. We're actually kind of talk about that stuff in depth.
Indeed, we will. Cornerstone City 777 says Paper Dolls is getting an update for the controls. Is it out yet or yet to come? The answer is
funny you should mention that.
Why didn't you watch our breaking news report? No, it's already out. I played it. I played Paper Dolls with the patch.
Yeah.
It is not patched for move controls. So
okay.
I want to play this game with move controls, but you're still stuck. Click, 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 walking left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. With the DualShock 4. You just push up on the analog stick and you walk forward pretty briskly. Yeah. Like it's like a whole different experience.
Okay. Yeah.
However, if you push down on the analog stick, you just don't move at all. Okay. You don't walk backwards. And then there's still click turning. So you have to like click, 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 and then walk the other way, then click, 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 walk back the way you came to turn around.
Yeah, it's getting there.
It's getting there, but I
baby steps.
I just hope that they haven't we're like, okay, we gave you what you wanted, we're done. Yeah. Right. I hope they go, okay, well, we're going to keep giving you more of what you want.
What if every update just like adds one direction on the controller? So now you can go, new update, you can go left.
Right. I mean, even the click turning can stay. It's fine. Yeah. I don't mind. But man, let us walk backwards and let us have normal full locomotion on the move controllers. It shouldn't be that difficult.
I just love the fact that they know it's not that difficult. They're just being like so hard-minded about this. Like, okay, we're just going to add one at a time.
They're being so hard-minded about this because they really think that they keep calling it, it's such an innovative control scheme. It's such an innovative solution to full locomotion, to motion sickness. Yeah. And to so much so that when you choose the full locomotion option, the analog stick, they call it like beginner mode. So much that they're like putting us down for even wanting to use it.
Yeah, it's so much of an innovative control scheme. It went the way of like Blade. Remember Blade's combat in PlayStation 2? It was like you throw the analog stick in a direction and he swung his sword. Remember that or something like that? Or shot his gun? It was something.
I didn't play Blade, but I've definitely played games that are like that.
That did that.
Yeah. I liked it.
You know what? It's not that bad.
It's like Ape Escape.
Ape Escape did that?
Ape Escape 1, 2, and 3.
Hunter did that for the shooting, and so does one of the Lara Croft games.
And pretty much every twin-stick shooter.
Those twin-stick ones, those are pretty neat with that.
Yeah. Geometry Wars.
Yeah. I never played Geometry.
I just
never played Geometry Wars. What the fuck?
I know.
It's insanity.
Just because you're innovative doesn't mean it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Sometimes an idea is unique because it was a bad idea.
Suna Emori asks, anything to say about Subnautica not coming to PlayStation VR? The fact is that it's being ported to PS4, or it already has been. I've got the physical copy because I've got to cancel it on Amazon. It got ported by Turbo Button, No, Panic Button. Panic Button. They're the
okay.
ones who did who ported over to the top, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I was like, awesome.
Right.
Panic Button knows how
Right. They've done VR
to do VR stuff.
VR.
But Subnautica is very, very graphically intense.
Yeah.
Even on PC with a very high powered PC.
Yeah.
Apparently it's still stutters. So I can kind of see what's going on here. It sucks, but I wish they would just downgrade the visuals far enough and make it playable.
Well, here's a question: Are there any games yet? I can't think of any, but that doesn't mean anything. That are only for PSVR Pro.
No, Sony won't allow it.
Sony won't allow that. Okay.
Yeah. That is one of the kind of the agreements they made with gamers when they released the Pro.
Right.
It's like,
we're not gonna.
We won't screw over our install base.
Okay.
That's true, Berber Cat.
And then, so the amount you'd have to downgrade the graphics for it to play on the PlayStation OG, it's not even going to be worth it, honestly. Because isn't like one of the big selling points is how gorgeous the game is.
I played I played Kona, and Kona is one of the blurriest PlayStation VR games there is.
Yeah.
And I still had a blast. I couldn't read the map. I didn't know where I was half the time. I was driving off the road, and I was like, "This is so much fun." So I will take a blurry game over no game. Let's say that.
Sure.
Will Borderlands support aim? No, it will not. How not to play. It will also not support multiplayer.
Somebody asked about DLC for Beat Saber. They've asked a few times. They're wondering if it was
coming soon.
out.
Coming soon. I have asked. I put the request out there to get a release date for it. And I've not gotten a response. So they're either holding that close to their chest or they don't know either.
I do love the assumption that everyone thinks that we have this like inside track on stuff. It's like, well,
the game's only a couple weeks old too.
There's a few developers that we're kind of friendly with.
I don't tell them anything.
There's also
I know everything.
Okay. Well, nobody tells me anything, at least. So
you're not to be trusted.
No, I am so not to be trusted.
He's a magician,
right?
Right.
He doesn't give away any secrets. His kids don't even know.
Well, just because they're not interested.
That's always, it'd be like, oh, his dad again with his magic tricks.
So also this week, we got Gungrave Loaded Coffin Edition.
That's a great one.
Oh yeah. Gungrave explodes onto VR.
I had the After Effects plugin too.
I gotta say, this trailer makes it look awesome. Right? It's like, look, whoa, throw my guns in the air. Oh, look, first person. Swing my grave. Okay. This is just not fun at all.
Yeah.
And I just saw the pricing structure on the PlayStation Store before we started this thing.
Yeah.
Holy fuck balls. Like, they're selling Gungrave. So I think you could pre-order Loaded Coffin Edition for like $40, which includes Gungrave and Gungrave UN. But they're selling them separately, $30 for Gungrave and $15 for UN. So you could actually technically spend $45 on what amounts to about 2 hours of gameplay. And none of those 2 hours are fun at all.
No.
I love, the record, I love PlayStation 2 Gungrave. I love Gungrave and Gungrave Overdose. I whipped out my PlayStation 2, and played for hours last night. I was like, this is so much fun. How come we didn't just get these games in VR?
Yeah.
I don't know what the answer there is, but we did not.
Yeah.
Well, when a game makes you dust off a 2 generation old console because you want to play the earlier version of it,
original,
you have failed.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's true. Yeah, I mean, really, I don't know if they didn't have the rights to the original game or what the deal was.
Yeah.
But like, they could have really just taken the first game, ported it over into PlayStation VR, and been like, I would have been so happy.
So in case there is any confusion, this is not the original Gungrave in VR. This is a whole different thing.
There's like almost nothing similar about the two games, which is sort of what I found most surprising.
Yeah.
The art style is totally different, and as simple as the cell shading was on PlayStation 2, I prefer it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The enemies in this game, in VR,
are
like bland and boring, and it's...
It looked like it was a...
Even the controls, I'm like, I didn't feel like I was like able to avoid bullets and get close enough to enemies to actually swing my coffin around.
Yeah.
Like it felt like a different game entirely. I was like, did you guys even play the original games?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but it didn't go well.
Yeah.
All right. Also, this week, this is strange. This is so strange, guys.
Hey, that's me.
This week we got Smash Hit Plunder.
Oh my god!
Right?
Yeah,
this has been out in Europe for like a decade.
We talked about that game like before Dez was on the show.
Oh, the egg sandwich. Yes.
Yes.
But now at least we've like from the this week, I found out a bit more of the plot of the game, because before it seemed like you just went around smash shit. So now you're just quickly looking to find money, huh? Like you need to find the loot or something.
It's still exactly the same. You just go around smash stuff trying to find money. Yeah, there's a hide and seek game mode that I kind of, not hide and seek, like a treasure hunt game mode that I kind of liked, where it's like here's an item, and here's the room. Hurry up and go find the item, and then you find that item, and then I'll find this item. And I'm like, okay, I saw that over there. I'm gonna go right and get there.
Yeah.
And but it's like $25, and I'm like, I don't want to spend $25 for this.
Yeah.
Like it's just, I think
it's
if
like
you
a
have
scavenger hunt.
I think if you have kids, and like, because I think you can play like 4 players at once, maybe even 5. I forget how many it is, but like because you can, you all use the
it's
social
3
screen
others,
with
right?
DualShock 4. Maybe
Okay.
maybe it's that. But so it's, I think if you have like kids and they want to join you in a VR game, maybe it could be fun. But like, I don't see it. Definitely not as a single player game. I don't see this being entertaining for anybody.
But I mean, Playroom already has that, and they're so much better.
Also very true. Yeah.
And again, I know I keep harping and it's a stupid thing, but if you've decided that the way you want to start off your trailer for your game is with a close-up on an egg salad sandwich, I question the rest of your development decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think there was any way for them to make this game look good, and so they
Yes,
tried
Leave
to.
the Weasel, you got my back. Shittiest trailer ever.
This is the shittiest trailer.
Well,
I mean, I've
there's
played
been
a
some
lot.
bad ones,
Are
yeah.
you a egg salad sandwich person or deviled egg person?
I will eat an egg salad sandwich, but I will not be proud of it and want to show everyone.
Yeah. What about deviled eggs?
Wait. Do you guys put ketchup on egg salad sandwiches?
No, I'm not
Hell's
much
wrong
of
with
a
you, boy?
ketchup person.
I don't understand.
I don't
Yeah.
put ketchup
Wait,
on my
what-
scrambled eggs either.
What's in egg salad?
Egg salad
It's like
is
mayo?
basically
Eggs, mayo, and
it's
some
just
kind of
mashed
spices,
up
maybe?
fucking hard-boiled egg, except with
Huh.
I
some
like
mayo.
Old Bay.
I feel like mayo and ketchup go really
Old
well
Bay
together.
seasoning.
Oh yeah,
That goes good on everything.
I'm a deviled eggs kind of guy. Not, I mean, I haven't had them in years, but I used to like make them
Yeah.
quite often. You just take the yolk, mash up the yolk with a little mayo and whatever, something in there, and put it back inside your hard-boiled egg half.
I just like I don't know
There
if you can
has to
see
be
like the Charlie Brown smoke coming off the top of his head.
Like there has to be an '80s movie we can move the conversation towards. There has to be.
Hey, we reference picture pages, man.
We
Also-
did reference
also true.
picture pages.
Guys, this is
Bloodhound
interesting.
Gang, 3-2-1 contact.
This right here, this is Prey Typhoon Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
This is this. Strangely enough, the word we got was that this was coming out this week for non VR.
Yeah.
And then in like January, we'd get a VR patch for it. It showed up on the
Banana for
PlayStation
scale.
in the PlayStation VR section of the PlayStation Store for free for anyone. I mean, it said free for me, but I already own Prey.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming. I don't know. We gotta find out because I think it's if you buy the digital
The
deluxe
graphics are
version.
amazing.
If you buy the digital deluxe version, it's supposed to be free. If you already bought the Moon Crash DLC, it's supposed to be free.
Yeah.
But like I said, it just showed up for free in the store, so I don't know. I don't know how it's priced otherwise. I'm waiting for something to happen in this trailer.
Yeah.
I'm just
so this
reading
is,
about everybody's
the IKEA
egg
trailer.
salad, egg salad stuff.
There we go. I like the premise of this
Cooking
because
show.
it's,
My cooking show would be
it's the human versus the mimics, right?
Yeah.
So you just disguise yourself as a coffee mug,
Right.
and then you just scare the fuck out of the person.
Yeah. It's great.
I like this. It's like Evolve, but like fast.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna destroy cardboard boxes because it might be Dez.
That's always safe to assume.
I'm really curious about this. I'm really curious to see how this is all going to work.
DLC owners.
And let's move right on into another trailer, guys, because we can move right along. This is from Illusion, the people who made Happy Drummer. This is Warbots.
Hey, Warbots.
So I don't know what to say about this trailer because it looks very Rock'em Sock'em Robot-ish. I think you design your own robot and then you battle your robots.
Yeah, I don't know the one-on-one. It basically it's I mean honestly it's a 2D fighter.
Yeah,
looking at that.
That's all it is.
But you are looking at it a 3D perspective. I just don't know if that's playing to the console's strengths. Let's say it that way.
Well, yeah, and I mean, most games where it's like that, it's like 2D but 3D VR. You just look behind you and you see like a wall. It's like, all right, I'm in this room. This.
I mean, I'm not going to put it down for not taking advantage of VR. We've played plenty of awesome games that don't really take advantage of VR.
No, that's true.
But
I'm just not a fan of fighters, so maybe I.
But we've been watching this trailer for like a minute, and we haven't really seen anything.
Yeah.
Other than robot versus robot, and nothing very spectacular.
No.
And now we're staring at a black screen because I'm really bad at OBS. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. And let me see. Oh, Des, I think you might have something to say about this one. This one's coming out tomorrow. This is called Ritchie's Plank Experience.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to do this.
So, as of filming now, do we have an official price yet?
We're gonna say somewhere between $10 and $15.
Yeah.
I thought this seemed pretty intense when I was like,
So,
ooh.
yeah, here's the thing, and there'll probably be a review coming out very shortly, but this is going to be either mind-bendingly intense and crazy, or why the hell did I just play this?
Yeah.
Depending on your relationship with heights.
I'm afraid of them.
Yeah, I spent the time to set up the plank, and it does actually. You can map the dimensions of what you're using to exactly what you have in the real world, which is very cool. They've done a lot of attention to detail and making sure that all tracks and maps easily to the real world. Mm-hmm. But once you stepped out to the plank, that's all she wrote.
Yeah.
There is another kind of game, and I'll leave something open for the for the review. But,
So, I mean, basically it's walking out on a plank and jumping off.
Yeah, there's another game where basically you fly around putting out fires.
Okay.
But
Don't we do that all day long
But then
at
you
work?
put out 10 fires, and then it says
Was
you
it
put
even
out
10?
Something like that. But
Yeah,
then it says you put out all the fires. I'm like, oh,
that was it.
wow.
And so then I spent literally, and you can vouch for me, about another 45 minutes flying around the thing. It was like, maybe there's something hidden. Maybe there's something. No, there's nothing.
Yeah.
So it's someone said grandma game in there. If you know
It's
what,
gonna kill grandma.
yeah, if
Oh my God.
it could be fun if you have people, like if you have a party and there are people who are kind of like, sort of scared of VR.
Sort of
sort of scared of heights. But if they're actually terrified of heights, this will not be fun.
So here's
I
the
think
thing.
it'd be fun, but I'm terrified of
Well,
heights
'cause-
because I'm not doing it, but I am.
I think we're looking at this from the wrong angle.
Okay.
I think it would be fun for me to watch Jeremy do this.
Well, but
Yeah.
that's kind of my point.
Right,
Like,
that's why it's such a party game.
right. Well, I had my wife try it out because she definitely is not a big fan of heights, and like the doors open and she just like screamed, and at first like, no, I just can't do this. And so someone who's like totally terrified of heights, they're just going to tap out. And it's like, no, you're not. You need someone who's kind of scared of heights.
So I'm pretty scared of heights.
I'm pretty scared.
And I jumped into this, and I was like, and I didn't have the plank or anything because I was just like, I just need to see what it looks like. I need to see what it feels like. And when I first stepped out and looked down, I was like, well, it doesn't look realistic by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
But it tricked my brain for a second. And I went, whoof.
Yeah.
And then I was fine.
Yeah.
So I went, whoof. And then I was fine. And then I fell off the plank. And,
Yeah.
and then I went
The first time
woof
you fall,
again.
yeah.
Yeah. And then I was fine again.
Right.
So, I mean, but we're obviously very accustomed to VR. I played Windlands. For
Windlands,
like
oh, yeah.
hours.
Right. And I don't want to leave it there. To Amanda's credit, she was freaking amazing. Like the elevators open and she did freeze and scream and freeze up like that, but then like powered herself through, and it was just like, I was honestly like super proud of her actually.
Yes.
And like she went through like with her eyes closed, just walking down the plank.
Oh.
This isn't real. And she was able to open up her eyes and then walked backwards with her eyes open.
Oh my
Off
God.
the plank too. And it's like, wow, this and then she absolutely like. I don't know. Just rose to the occasion. And was fantastic.
I'm afraid of heights to the point where I remember years back my grandfather needed help on his cape, typical house. So it was like 10-foot drop, climbing up on a ladder on the roof to do the gutter. That I didn't have an issue, but stepping back over to get down, I couldn't do it. I actually sat there for quite a while. But anyways, I put myself out there. So at times, I just need to do them. So when we went to Paris, Eiffel Tower. Went to the very top.
Oh, jeez.
Very, very top. Not
Yeah.
that one platform, but when the elevator going up,
Yeah.
I had to look down and close my eyes doing it because I was that afraid. But then when I get out there, I'm okay because I'm on a solid platform, and
Right.
it's absolutely insane how terrified
Yeah.
I can be. But I'm excited to walk the plank, but not for $15.
To Noah's Today has a good point. It was developed to help people with a phobia of heights to learn to cope. That actually, I think this could be. That's one of the things VR I think can be very useful for. Actually, we talk about games and all that, but as an exposure therapy kind of thing. And is that PDF you sent me? Is that something we can talk about, or is that
Sure?
Okay. There's a PDF the developer sent that actually shows you how to set up the plank for basically the most terror. You set up like one side of it on a something solid, and then the other side on foam or something, so you get some nice spring and bounce to it, to really kind of get, because
So
the
you can
visuals
do all
are
that in the game.
well. What you do is like you set up the plank. You can map the dimensions. Oh, here's something worth North American, well, just American viewers. Learn your metric system, because it's only
We
a metric.
refuse.
Yeah, it's only a metric, at least at the moment. So you've got to either know the metric dimensions or just kind of eyeball it. But you map your exact plank to the dimensions of the game, and you do have to you definitely want some experience, because you're doing a lot of opening the visor and adjusting and closing, and until you get it lined up just right.
So where do you go and buy this plank of wood?
Just find one. I had one lying around at the fencing club that I brought. But
This plank of wood.
Yeah.
What kind of stores sell planks
Where
of
do
wood?
you get this wood
Like maybe a hardware
in the
store?
shape of a plank? What do I know? A fucking pirate?
Ridley. Oh, welcome to Pixel Ripped, man. If you've Red Leaf Retrocast just bought Pixel Ripped on the sale.
Nice.
Quite excited, dude. If you're into retro games, this is Pixel Ripped is the perfect marriage of VR and retro games. You're in for a blast.
All right, let's. What? I want to talk more about the sale. So let's watch the last trailer of the.
Sure.
This is such an inconsequential game. No one cares about it at all. This is why I don't know why we're even watching the trailer. Did I forget to do the last one? I might have forgotten to do the last
that's
one.
us.
That is totally
Nick
us.
Mulo. Very true. He says, Jeremy, you know where to find wood.
Oh, that is so funny, man. I didn't sleep last night, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna have so much time to prepare for the show, and guess what? Totally
Zero.
not prepared for the show.
To know that what I used was actually a piece of particle board. So it actually has a lot of bow to it, so it really kind of bounces.
Did you wear headphones? Because the board creaks, and when the board creaks, I was like, ooh.
Okay, no, I just had the
Brian,
TV up.
you
Turn it
had
on.
wood?
Only when you're around, baby.
Yeah.
Stream died?
Okay. What happened?
I
Yeah, I know.
suppose
That's when it went black, right?
Oh, okay, no.
No, the stream is still really fun.
Yeah.
That would be dark.
That would be dark. Lethal Weasel.
He's laughing, but inside he's ready to just tear everything apart.
I'm crying
Yeah.
a little bit for sure. This is really
Would this be a
strange.
good spot to start
Here we
this
go.
week's episode? We start.
You know what? Borderlands 2 is coming also. Fucking screw
Yep,
it, man.
Borderlands 2, you know it.
Yeah, it's just the same trailer you've been
You
watching.
remember
No
for
point.
years now.
Let's begin the show the way we begin every show with a little game of should we or shouldn't we, with 90 seconds up on the clock up on the counter the way that Jeremy likes it, and it's our time to tell you
It is our time
the
down here.
loyal game cats
Wow.
whether you should or should not be watching in or playing the things that we've been watching in or playing. I've said that probably 2,000 times in my life.
He's got that down.
Right? I could do that in my sleep,
Yep.
like pretty much everything else I do. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Jeremy, on your mark, get set, go.
Go. Two things. One non-game, one game. So I have never, ever, I had never seen Polar Express in my life, along with Nightmare Before Christmas.
Sure.
So
Wait, you chose to watch Polar Express instead of Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's all right. But it's
You're being
Yeah.
you're
It's a
being
minute.
judged.
So IMAX Theater was playing Polar Express Sunday at 4:45, and I said to my kids, I'm like, have you guys ever been to an IMAX theater?
Theater?
And they're like, what's that?
Did you say theater?
I didn't, but I wanted to. Nobody gets it, so I stopped.
Anyone see?
So
It's fine.
we went to the IMAX, and it was in 3D with the glasses, not
IMAX and
VR.
3D.
Yeah.
Cool.
So first of all, they had some animation thing in the beginning, and my kids literally, when this ladder fell, they both on both sides of me were like that and screeched, and they were cracking up. The 3D part of it was awesome, but I gotta say, the Polar Express. And it's funny because you always wonder through life why I never saw that movie, and then I realized it because it wasn't the right time. The right time was there with my kids for the first time. And first of all, that is a horror movie. It is so eerie,
Yeah, something's creepy about that.
so
movie.
creepy and quiet. It's weird, and like they're like, the bells, and he's like, I can't hear the bells. What is like all the time? He's like worried because he doesn't hear this, and the animations, their eyes are just like off in this point somewhere everywhere.
It is square in the Uncanny Valley. Man.
Wicked empty. It's kind of like an old. It's like one of those old Barbie movies from like 10 years ago, and the kids were like little. You buy these like cheap. Anyways, so
wait. Hold on a second. So you said something non-VR and something VR, and you spent 90 seconds
talking about the
non-VR
Polar
thing?
Express, and then the other one was I played a little bit of what was it? Legends of Catalonia.
Oh yeah,
in VR.
Yeah, the Welcome to Barcelona.
Yeah,
tourist trap.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So bad.
Yeah.
So I first of all started it up, and the guy narrating it has what seems like, I know he's talking inside of an armor set of fucking, what do you call it? Knight's armor.
With the host is in armor.
He's like this. He's a little like Bane, but he also has slight speech impediment, slightly like. Oh my God, I'm having the big brain fart. Led Zeppelin. Why am I having a brain fart?
Robert Plant?
Robert Plant. He has a slight speech impediment. Like when you hear Robert Plant speak now, you're like, do you have a slight speech impediment? I think we've discussed this once before. But anyways, and then it's just, so instead of going to view history with the people with the most best restaurant, there were 3 dudes you could pick from that owned a restaurant, or some guy that was like some famous sports person, or this chick who climbed all the peaks, right? So I went with her because I was like, I want to go somewhere high up.
So there's 3 dudes and a girl.
Yeah, you get to choose.
Is this a dating simulator?
They take you like on a journey. Okay. So I chose her because it had peaks, and I figured maybe it would be high up and it'd be neat. Yeah. So then you go to this environment on the top of this mountain, I guess, and you're facing the wrong way. So you're facing her with this thing, and she's talking about this place, and it's behind you, and you got to click turn and look behind you, like, oh yeah, there it is. Click turn back, and then all of a sudden you're in a drone because a storm's coming, and you're just controlling this drone with all these balloons everywhere, and you literally just going like this with the controller while the drone just mimics where you're moving it around the balloons through the things. It does not go up or anything with you. It doesn't feel immersive. It doesn't feel like you're in VR. It just looks like there's stuff down and around you and balloons.
Times 2. All right, so that being said, I have 2 questions for you.
Go for it.
1, the Polar Express IMAX 3D.
Yeah.
Should we or shouldn't we?
Should
we?
For the sheer, holiday or horror. Okay. It covers both.
Cool. I'm taking Jason. Second question.
Yes.
Barcelona, whatever. Yes. Tales of Catalonia.
JD Max. Was this a dream he had or an actual game?
Should we or shouldn't we?
It was free.
Our time is valuable. Should we or shouldn't we? Shouldn't we?
Nope. No, for free. I mean, like
go watch the Crow.
Go
thing
do
instead.
something. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know yet. I'll try that next. Yeah. Barcelona.
I do love that about our collective boss, who just nails that Madrid accent.
I think he just has a lisp.
Yeah, I think it lets him like.
You just can't tell, can you?
You can't.
Is it speech impediment or a lisp?
So I was watching John Leguizamo's new stand-up. Was it Latin history for morons? So funny.
Yeah, he's great.
And I realized that our boss just rips off his personality all the time. 24/7.
That's not wrong.
You watch it and you will know. I wish you all knew who I was talking about.
And if you folks, actually, this is totally. Anyways, if you only know John Leguizamo from like movies and stuff like that, dude, he is a brilliant stand-up.
Oh yeah, it's different.
I mean, that's where he made his bones, and he's been in some crappy movies, but man, his stand-up is just spot on.
It's more written out, like it's more like a performance in a sense, like not like a Chappelle type of a. Anyways,
what I'll say is that I watched John Leguizamo and it's very intelligent, very funny, very well thought out.
Yeah.
And then I watched Russell Brand and I was like, this is fucking hilarious. All right. Des, you're up, Asia. All right. Your mark. I can't find the timer. There it is. Get set. Go.
So this is okay.
Go.
All right, good. This is VR related, but this is a should you or shouldn't you. So I've been playing a lot of Beat Saber in my downtime, trying to get my name up there on the leaderboards. I've, of course, found my little weaselly thing to do is like, oh, no one's got anything on this game easy. No, so you can actually get my name. Anyways, but I all of a sudden found massive tracking issues. Like I was
Which
playing
game again?
Beat Saber.
Oh,
and all of a sudden, like my arm was getting stuck. I'm like, this is insane. What is going on? And it's been great.
Oh, I saw this on Twitter. I know where you're going.
And then so I switched to another game, and like, what the hell is going on? Like all these games that should be like rock solid, because I know I have my magic window from like 1:30 to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I can't play but it's like something is just broken. I'm resetting everything. So this is my should you. I'm just straight up going to say should you. If you are one of those people who celebrate the holiday season by stringing up lights in your home or outside your home, or if your neighbor has a huge display that you didn't take into account, you want to check your setup, because all those nice red and green and blue lights can really screw up your system.
Sabina, if you're watching,
Yeah.
I was trying to help somebody through their tracking issues with
Yeah.
Beat Saber this morning, and yeah, maybe there's Christmas lights around.
Yeah, because it doesn't take much, especially like what I'm starting to figure out is that it's not like this is a bright thing. It kind of like averages out the brightness of the room, and it's looking for pinpoints. So that way you don't have like, if there's a kind of a big red wall, that big red wall doesn't take the place of your one little red thing. It's looking for pinpoints. And what do you have that are pinpoints of little bright colored lights? Christmas lights. So if you suddenly have been playing games that don't have tracking issues that suddenly do, just make sure the Christmas tree is turned off. Or
You know what game is pretty good to tell you if you have something was the Catalonia one. It said there's bright lights present. Perhaps you should adjust.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, skip, because we all know tracking my fucking window.
And I'll throw this to you. If you're new to PSVR, one setup it doesn't have you do that you really should is pupil distance.
Yep.
When you first turn it on, it goes through all these calibration things, which are great, but you have to go in through your settings. The one that says calibrate pupil distance, it'll make a huge difference for you.
I don't know
if you get headaches and stuff.
I've ever done
Yeah.
the pupil calibration.
Oh, definitely. You absolutely should.
Really?
Yep.
It's like you've never been on this show before.
I've never even heard of this before.
People they don't call it pupil distance. It's the eye. I mean, was it IPD?
Oh, it's something like that. But,
It's the eye distance.
but it's buried in the settings and the setup.
You didn't have the camera take a picture of your face and then you center like the center of each eye.
Was this like day one?
I mean, we've been talking about it for 2 years. So yes, and also every day since then.
Maybe it did at one point. I do know that certain games require it to be underneath, the TV.
Keep it in mind. Go into your settings and do it whether you think you should or not.
I'm gonna.
Genetic blasphemy. I've seen that if you light your room with green or yellow light, it stabilizes PSVR.
People say that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll have to experiment with that.
Yep.
Get some gels.
All right, here we go. On your
You're
mark,
up.
get
VR
set,
terms.
go. So I was playing Resident Evil Survivor because
What?
PlayStation 2.
Oh no!
Because I had my PlayStation 2 set up.
understand
I
that.
still have it set up. All I want to do is play PlayStation 2 games.
Yeah.
and that's
All I want to do is
all I did. Yeah, like I don't play my Switch and I don't play my Vita except for Spelunky sometimes. But I took a break from PlayStation VR for the first time in 2 years, and I played Resident Evil Gun Survivor. Not even with the Gun Con, with the DualShock 4, running around the cruise ship. And I gotta tell you, man, early on in that game, like Resident Evil games are about zombies and like whatever, not post-apocalyptic, but like on our way there kind of thing. And so just apocalyptic, like current apocalyptic. And but man, oh man, like there are things in this game that I've never seen in other Resident Evil games. Like you walk into a room and this woman's hanging from the ceiling. Like she's killed herself because she's like, I'm not having any part of this.
Yeah.
Right.
This is a better way out.
Absolutely. And you just kind of like walk around and whoa. And then you go and the whole thing's 3D. It's not none of this like static camera angles. Like it's all rendered on the fly. And so you walk out in the hall and you go down this hall and you grab something and you have to walk back through the room and you're like, oh, I have to walk back through that. And you walk in the room and she's not hanging there anymore. Right?
Okay.
And so she stands up off the floor and now she's a zombie. And I was like, man, it's like, this is like an offshoot of the Resident Evil series.
Yeah.
And it's just so good, even though it's not terribly good. Yeah, it's a should we. If you have a PlayStation 2 set up, and especially if you've got a CRT television and a gun con, fuck yeah.
You're in.
Yeah. That's it. All right, guys. Just we got just a couple more minutes here, and before we take off, we want to just make sure that everyone is well aware that Kingdom Hearts VR,
Japan only, so everyone's moving.
the free experience that they promised us for holiday 2018, is coming to Japan as it's the only confirmed place yet on holiday on Christmas, December 25th.
Okay.
This year. We don't have any dates. It could very well be coming to North America and all other countries, all other territories, but we don't know.
Right.
But then the
Maybe
weird
on
thing,
Epiphany.
but then on top of that, the weird thing was that they said there's going to be an update for it mid-January to get like the second half of it.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, are you really just not finished this thing yet? Like, what's going on? They want to stretch this thing out. I have no idea what's going on. But that is like a week before Kingdom Hearts 3 launches. So obviously this is just
a little
Kingdom
promo.
Hearts 3
Yeah.
hype.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything happen in the chat before we take off?
Lots of chatter about the colored
Colored lamp,
lamps.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people trying.
Somebody
to,
asked where Mad got his green lamp, and I think it's easier to get a green light bulb.
Yeah, you can get a green light bulb anywhere.
And I
or
think
you
that's
can
what
get,
Mad
yes.
meant, I'm sure.
Yeah, someone mentioned
Yeah.
like they've got the Wi-Fi controlled. Like I think Philips makes one where you can have like every color.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
And then so there's also talk about your Venn diagrams of retro gaming and VR. Man, Pixel Ripped is bang. It is a love letter to retro gaming.
That's very true.
And a love letter to VR. Just absolutely.
Tenacious D to Beat Saber, yeah.
Bob C, the Game Cat. Give me a shout out, guys. New Game Cat here.
Hey.
Because you changed your name to Game Cat, here's your shout out.
Oh,
Absolutely.
dude. Oh, wait. Bob C, just because I've been such a crazy, messed up day and week in life, do me a favor and go to any of our videos. I don't care which video it is, but just under any video, leave a comment, not in a live chat, and then just write #GameCat, all one word. And so I'll be able to find it for next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody who changes their name to GameCat, please, #GameCat so I can find it nice and easy.
Of it is in.
But
You
not in
pronounced-
this chat.
Epps Fogel's name correctly last time. He did comment way back when.
Oh, nice.
You
Very
said
nice.
it correctly.
Well done.
Ice
Well done.
Fogel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, so is that it? Are we good?
I think that's it.
All right, fantastic. We have so much work to do. I have so much work to do. Plenty of reviews to get done this week. Plenty of Let's Plays to do. I feel like I should. I think I need to do a Let's Play as soon as the show is over. But I don't even remember what came out this week that I have my hands on. I have no idea, guys.
Oh,
All right.
What's
go
up?
watch the trailer. Have you seen the trailer for the movie Brightburn yet? It's like
Did it come out in the 80s?
no, it's coming out
Why are you
in
talking
May. It's like Superman, but they can't say that except it seemed like as a young adult, instead of going good, he kind of like does some bad. And it's like a horror spin on Superman. Just watch the trailer. It shows like the whole lead up, and the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, this is fucking not Superman, but it's gotta be. This is Clark. There's this, the baby, everything.
Is it like when you say horror spin? Is it like a horror movie?
So all I know is it's just he doesn't go good, and like he wears this weird stitched up thing to cover his face, and he's like 13 maybe, and glowing eyes, and they show him like burning through a door at the end, and they're just fucking going at and killing this lady. So it's like, just watch the trailer. It looks awesome.
I'm down.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm very excited.
I'm very
And
excited
that's
for
it.
you.
I'd like to see a movie version of The Boys.
Oh, I found wood. Who said I would find wood earlier?
Oh, lordy.
Anyways.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of PSVR GamesCast Live. If this was your first episode, thanks for sticking with us.
If you made it this far.
If this was your last
Yeah.
episode, thanks for hanging out so long.
Oh, Seraphim just made it.
Seraphim
What's up,
190,
buddy?
what's cracking?
Hey.
I wish I did an
This is
Australian
like
accent.
2 in the morning.
Aye.
I can never do that conversion.
Good eye, Mike.
That's Crocodile Dundee.
That is. He's from Australia.
Yeah, but that's like...
That ain't no knife.
I don't think that's
This
legit.
is a knife.
That's pretty good. Can you say what's cracking?
What's cracking?
That doesn't sound
What's
like
crack-a-lackin'?
Yeah, but if somebody from Australia said, what's cracking, would they have much of an Australian flair to it? Aye, what's cracking?
Bye.
Bye.
Have a great week. We love you all.
We'll see you guys.
Wait, hold on.
No, we still see you.
I meant to say,